The soup mix requirement. Some ingredients to make itself. Basic cooking instructions. 4 cups of water, 1 teaspoon of salt. Add vegetables and seasonings as desired, then serve. Okay, what is that? Because I don't season food. No, I don't season food. So, Mitch, hello. What is your cell phone contract with T-Mobile? What is your cell phone contract with 414 area code cell phone? Because that is the cell phone that is giving me this food delivery. And I don't want this soup mix because it says you have to season it. I don't know how to season it. Well, this you need to give me your cell phone, and you are here charging me that you're going to take this cell phone out of here. Yes, but I didn't say I would take your cell phone. I said it's not yours to myself. What do you mean I would take it? I'm not going to jail for you. You need to leave it here because it's not yours to yourself, to myself, to yourself. Area code 414. Well, Bob is not coming to get your cell phone either. He is right there. That is Bob. Yeah. Well, I am non-threatening that way. Me and Bob are not coming to get your cell phone and take it away from you because it is not yours to myself, to yourself that way. But not really, because I believe that it is yours to yourself, to yourself. That's what I think you think about it. Unless you think it belongs to T-Mobile, maybe everyone would agree with that. So why would you come in here looking for a cell phone that's not mine to yourself? If it belongs to T-Mobile and it's here, what gives you the right to take it away from here? When T-Mobile has it here, you found it here. You found this cell phone here that reads Charles Cho on this cell phone, and it's from T-Mobile, and you are threatening to take it out of here. Do you work for T-Mobile? Because you are still not in the T-Mobile store where you must stay there. If you want to work for the cell phone company Michelo, you need to stay in T-Mobile cell phone store. And then the cell phone that I am using right here, it stays here. Because it's not yours to yourself that way. You work in T-Mobile. Well, you are below that you work in T-Mobile. Are you the last name Moser? What's wrong with that? So what happens when you're fired from a job? Because I would like to fire Mitch from working for T-Mobile. Yeah, don't come around here and make a house call for T-Mobile that you're going to take the cell phone away because the contract is terminated by T-Mobile by Mitch Hello. Last name Moser. Or I don't know you. Well, how do I terminate the contract? You want me to surrender the equipment? To who? What if I give it back to T-Mobile? If you come back here looking for the cell phone after I surrendered it to T-Mobile's store, what do you want me to do about you don't know where it is? That's how you don't work for T-Mobile if you're not in the store. Shav. Who's sending Mitch hello right now? Camp Interlaken. I am cooperative. If Mitch Hello, last name Moser, comes around here, he is coming with Camp Interlaken. He is ad staff for Camp Interlaken when I was young. What age? I don't know. He's on Facebook. You can see it. Yeah. I'm not in the picture, but he has a picture on Facebook. I have seen him there. Yeah. About that picture. I saw him, I was there, just not in the picture. Yeah. Oops, I couldn't get out. But I'm doing what it does. Okay, I need to make soup, but okay, I'm going to inspect the pot for anything moving in there. Okay, there's a little water that will move. Okay, but no bugs, like no cockroaches. So it's clear to use the pot because you have not come to give me a key to live someplace else where there are no cockroaches. And you want to take the cell phone out of here. You don't want to take the cockroaches out of here. Okay, I'm about to turn on the stove, but I did not add the water yet because you don't understand that I don't have it paid for to be here because it's not my apartment. Because you come in here looking for the cell phone. You want to make a house call like a doctor, looking for a cell phone to take it away from T-Mobile contract is on the cell phone itself. With Charles Tone name, and it's not really at the address because it's a cellular phone, mobile phone. So you're coming to look for the cellular phone here. Because wouldn't you say, I have self restraint? I will not go into the apartment because I'm not threatening to take anything out of there. Yes, but Mitch, last time he come right in with the food and he put it away in the fridge for me. Well, I can do that now, but I elsewhere did not do that because I had Parkinson's disease. Do you want me to have Parkinson's disease again? I'm okay now. Yeah, I don't have any cause to have Parkinson's disease at this time, but I don't have full height. So I don't have Parkinson's disease because I don't have full height. So the problem is solved by that I'm not full height anymore. But I'm not taller, I'm shorter, but it's just saying not full height anymore. Just since this year, it was what is how I would like to say it. Year 2025, not full height this year, sometime this year. It's not holding full height anymore. Yeah. I reported it to Valley Hospital that I did not have full height. And then I think I went back to full height after that. And then now in year 2025, no, it's not holding full height anymore. Now it is not. That means the hospital was malicious. They're not able to solve that I reported I'm not full height to a hospital. Yes, but I went to landlord's office with Jerry in there, GERI, and I reported myself full height in the office. Yeah. But now I am saying on YouTube it's permanent, not full height, year 2025 sometime. Yeah. No, I'm not going to grow again. Who is the Dr. Rosenman from Valley Hospital? I don't remember what I said to him, but that is the doctor at Valley Hospital. I only met him once. After I met him, I think I maybe not go back there. Maybe. I don't remember. Too many hospitalizations to testify. So I'm trying to show my height right here. Yeah. Me think the ceiling may be lower. Yeah. No. Could be because room's smaller, because uh, room's shrinking around the bed. Yeah. So keep the fan in here to hold some of the space in the corner for the fan. When do I get to turn it on again? I did use the fan when Charles Toe was here, but since Charles Toe is not here, the fan is parking. Yeah, it's not on, but I am keeping it because I asked for it, but I didn't know there would be something wrong with it, that I'm not able to clean it. Yeah. This has a fan too, and I not use it. It's dusty right here. Not using it, but I've cleaned this off because I keep the M&Ms here like it's a shelf, an installed shelf. Jesse Dahlberger, do you know how to get an installed shelf? In my room, it's Steve's room. It had like a shelves. I don't know, say 2 shelves, wood looking on metal that was screwed into the wall, but I did not see it screwed in. There are some kind of shelves that are on the wall. So I had a few items in there, and I said to Mrs. Pogrant, Jesse is touching my things. Yes. Those were installation shelves, but I did not see anyone with a tool install them. I just found them that way. And I had set some items on there that were gifts to myself. I received them as gifts, and they were on the shelf. Okay, well, now I have some other gifts I've received. This is what I like to keep at this time. This is a gift from Charles Toe. I am keeping it. Dark chocolate M&Ms, and then I asked for more because I like them and I eat these. But this is the exact bag Charles Toe gave me. The expiration date is January of 2026. So I hope I expire by then. I don't want to be alive anymore. But anyway, I've been eating these. So I like to keep them on that very expensive shelf. Somebody who did some plumbing was either overseeing that there was a hole in this wall or he made it himself. I don't know, because when they came announced they were going to put a hole in the wall, I went homeless. I did not supervise that they were putting a hole in the wall. No, I left. I walked off and I lived out in the street. I died out there and I came back and I found it looks like this. What a miracle. It's not really just a hole, it's been covered up with a heating and air conditioning unit. Yes, that's better than just a hole. I am talking about the plumber's water, and this is also the plumber's. Well, yes, heating and air conditioning. Oh, Gettle. Gettle, Gettl. They do heating, air conditioning, and plumbing. Okay, well, maintenance at Fremont Gardens is doing that as well. I need the insurance that it's Gettle, but it's not. They are maintenance from Fremont Gardens Apartments. As far as I know, it's not Gettle. Yes, but it should be Gettle, but it's not Gettle. So we'll thank the plumber for the plumber's water, and his air is really coming from over here. This is the one that his staff turned on and I not turn it off. It's November, and that's the air conditioning. I could turn it off because it's November, but I won't because they left it on. So at night, stay in this room, but it's not really cold. It's okay. That means the summer is not really cool enough with the air conditioning on. So this hole in the wall has an expensive air conditioning and heating unit here, and I'm using it as a shelf for what I love, which is eating M&Ms in bed. That's what I love to do because they are clean. I don't lose them in the bed. No crumbs, nothing messy. They are clean M&Ms in bed. I am leaving this robe for God, which is my overlord. She is the one who needs the robe. Yeah, the Lord is deceased. It doesn't have a robe in this shindig. I am a soccer player still wearing these flip-flops for the Overlord because I'm a soccer player for the Overlord, not for the Lord. I don't need flip-flops from Adidas because I was a soccer player and now I'm the Lord. I am always Lord, but not really on duty if you see me on the soccer field. Well, I am far away from the soccer field, but it was my problem to be in Israel, which is where I would be. I don't know, what is this next year in Jerusalem? I am there for the Passover announcement next year in Jerusalem. I was in Jerusalem, but nobody knows who I am there, and neither do I because I don't speak Hebrew. Yeah, I don't understand the people in Jerusalem. I don't know what they're saying whatsoever. I don't know what they're saying at all. Not to save my life. No. So that's the robe for all those people who celebrate Passover next year in Jerusalem. You are pulling my fork when you do that. So that's how you don't know who I am when I am right here. I have a robe now because I am retired from trying to get what I need for myself with food. And that's why you have Passover. You eat something. You eat something like apples with cinnamon and what? Sugar and what else? Marors. It's like chopped apples into little pieces. And then you eat a hard boiled egg, and then you eat matzah. So you eat something on Passover about you pulling my fork, but you pulled it right in front of me, right to myself. My whole life long I was alive, and I had to be a professional athlete to get food at all. Because you won't stop pulling my fork for this Passover problem you don't understand. Why do you even have Passover at my house? And I went to Joellen's house for Passover once. She had a Seder, and then she locked me out of that house just like Mom. I don't understand Joelle, and she has some kind of arrogance that's worse than Mom. And who's worse than Mom? Nobody knows who's worse than Mom because Mom put too much leverage on my house, and Joellen, she's just more arrogant than Mom because she was still owing something that her last name was Myroff when it was not Moser. And and Mom's still signing Moser if she's still alive wherever. I know, I am waiting for deceased. I don't report who died because I am leaving the formed world. So wherever people are, that has to do with me needing to be out of the formed world. You are moving around myself wherever you are. Maybe it's angry elsewhere, but right here I can't afford that you would scare me because you're still talking to me about myself. Don't you think it's scary when I talk to you about yourself? Don't you immediately whip out your mouth and start talking to me that you're I and me, and you say you and you talk right to me and you call me you and you call everybody else you? You whip out your mouth when you're angry, when you're afraid that I'm going to talk to you about yourself because I need something that's mine to myself. I don't actually have a remedy for if you do that to me, and I have to say I don't want you to talk to me about myself. Oh, did that just appear? I did not see that before. Well, I have to go because I have to clean up that cockroach. It's going out this door with this broom. Who needs to clean it up? Somebody needs to clean it up. It might have appeared since I was making the video. I walked around the room. I've been looking, but not at the floor. But I looked here at the M&Ms, and now I'm looking down at the... Do you know why Mitch wants this cell phone, but he doesn't want this cockroach out? Well, he's not here now to get it. Is it because he can come at any time and the cell phone is here at any time and it goes right out the door? It fits right out the door. Well, so does the cockroach fit right out the door. Assume I used the broom to get it on the dustpan. Although I cannot hold the camera and show that at the same time. I will show that I put it out. Are you sure you're a good thief, Mitch? Hello. Coming to get the cell phone for T-Mobile because they wouldn't take it away from Charles Toe because he's not here. So why would you take it away from Becky? Because she's using it to disclose leverage. I know, but it's about other people besides you. You're not even Donna. So what if you take the cell phone away? What are you going to do? Are you going to disclose leverage that you have the cell phone? I know, but that's like trying to shut off T-Mobile to everyone. Because I have leverage on everyone who has T-Mobile. I just want to know why you're threatening to come in here again. He fits right through the front door so far. Yeah. I just put out the cockroach right through the front door. It fits right out the front door. Well, I would like to encourage Mitch Hello to do the right thing. Because you keep consuming the threatening, and you know what I need to myself. That's you being God in multiple bodies and you don't have genitals is not true. Do you want out of your genitals? If you want out of your genitals, don't take me as a hostage. I am in genitals myself. Well, you need to ask God for what you want. If you want out of your genitals, then you need to ask God if you can be out of your genitals. You cannot really just take me as a hostage and say something is not yours to yourself, Becky. That's you need to say to your God, God, I want out of my genitals with themselves, because you cannot say, I want Becky out of her genitals with my genitals. You can't say it that way. You have to say, God, I want out of my genitals so that I don't take Becky's cell phone. But because I can't help it, I think it's not hers to herself to myself. Michelo. You need to ask God to take you out of your genitals. Yes, you do. You must. Yeah, I'm not going to do it with myself in genitals. I cannot. Well, you can go to jail and be in a morgue and a mortuary, but I don't answer that question. Like, if I was in a morgue or a mortuary, I would not be speaking to somebody who's not myself. That's why I can't answer that question. Yes, Mitchell, you need your genitals removed in a morgue and a mortuary, and I don't answer that here. I don't speak here. If I'm in a morgue or a mortuary, I'm not speaking to anyone. Okay, what I need is to sanitize the floor. Yeah, because there was a cockroach right there. So I need to get out. Yeah. I need to take everything that's mine to myself. But there was a cockroach in here. It can have it. I would leave everything here and get something that's mine to myself someplace else. And Michelo doesn't have a key for me every time I say that on YouTube. I don't know how many times I've said it. But I need everything new now because that cockroach means I have money elsewhere. Are you spending it on yourselves? Do you spend my money on yourselves and tell me, but it's yours to yourself and it's all locked up over there? I know, but I'm none higher than me, deceased right here. Everything is mine to myself. Everything. Even what you think is yours. And how? Yep, it's mine to myself. I am none higher, and I am deceased. Why does God have people like you? Because don't you delight in the world the way I do? Why would you worry about what's yours to yourself in front of me? Are you trying to impress me? Because when you're not right here, I don't know where you are, and I don't know what's yours to yourself where you are when you're not right here. So who are you telling that it's yours to yourself? Because what you're telling me since I've been alive is what is not mine to myself, by that it is elsewhere's, and you know where it is, and it's with you to yourself, and you are not me over there. You don't fool me. You want me to go with hunger. You think what I need is something that you can, build your personality upon. But why? Who? For who? For yourself, but I'm right here. What's yourself if I'm right here? You don't know I'm God deceased. You don't. So where is that going if you don't know who I am? And you think something is yours to yourself somewhere. When you die out of your genitals, where is that going if I'm me is right here? That means you're malicious and you're traveling on malicious. Well, where is that going? Where are you going with that? If I was malicious, I would be in heaven. I would not be here. It's all of alive right here. It's not malicious. That means you don't have malicious potency to travel. Where are you going with malicious? You are eating away at your own self. Where is it going? Well, you're coming here for the cell phone again because I'm going to need food in about 3 days. You're coming here to take the cell phone away. I need to wash my hands because I just put out a cockroach. But what I really need to do is I need to go someplace where there are no cockroaches. A nice new house with everything new just for me. Yes, but how are you going to make sure you don't put cockroaches in a nice new place? Yes, I would rather be there anyway. Mitch, hello, you're breaking my nose here. I have reversed the charges on this cell phone, but you don't change. You are persisting that you are going to come right in here because you fit through the front door and carry out the two cell phones so that I cannot finish my leverage between my God and myself. And that's how I know who you are. And you don't even need the cell phones because they say Charles Toe on them and you're Mitch. You don't even need the cell phones. You are trying to tell me who is God around here. You would take cell phones away from me because I'm setting down my leverage for my self-decease to put you out of myself, because that's how I'm going to get off my parents' money. And you are coming to take the cell phone away from me. You are brother, not parents. You are supposed to say, yes, Becky, you need to get off your parents' money. I need the cell phone for that, Michelo. We are on the same team here. I'm going to get off my parents' money, but it's going to take all of my omnipotence to do it, Michelo. If you threaten to take the cell phone because you work for T-Mobile making house calls, and this is an apartment, you're making a house call to an apartment. Howard Chade, I would like you to know that Mitch Hello is not all on board with me getting off my parents' money. Well, he's brother. He would say he agrees with you. Howard Chade, you are not brother. No, you have a different last name than me. No, I did not tell you my last name because I actually don't have any threat that you would need to know my last name. It was in your favor that I said, just my name is Becky. That was in your favor because I'm not asking you for any money for my last name. My last name is Deceased. When I am using YouTube channel under name Charles Toe, that is not my last name. Charles Toe is not my last name. So that is Deceased. Last name. I don't have internet access with my last name. That's not alive. If Mitchell wants to give me new internet access, I would accept it, but I am expired out of last name. It's already very far into Charles Toe internet contract, so I don't really have last name. Checking again for bugs. I need to wash my hands, but I am saving the plumber's water. It's the plumber's air. So Gettle, I want Gettle to say that they do air conditioning, heating, and plumbing together, all with one company, Gettle. And then Fremont Gardens Maintenance is doing air conditioning, heating, and plumbing all together. But they put a hole in the wall with air conditioning, so they are below Gettle. Well, I need to use the plumber's water to wash. You just saw me clean up a cockroach, and then I'm going to make soup. If you eat soup, why do you have cockroaches? Do you notice how I go over that I'm angry? For example, I just cleaned up a cockroach in front of the camera as much as I could with the camera in one hand. And then now I'm going to make soup, and I am really angry about the cockroach. That is meaning to go all the way out of this apartment and never come back. It's angry. I don't want to be here. Yeah, I'm not here. Because of the cockroach, I'm not here. It's a nose breaker. Yeah, I don't want to be here. But I'm moving right along to that I have to make soup because it's hungry. Yeah, so that's how you can see me transition from being very angry to go on with hungry. But God above, He is angry. He is really angry. So the anger is up in heaven. But I have it, but I am right here, flowing from, one subject to another. I'm not really dismissing that somebody else who is not myself has the presence of God of being something like anger in them. But I just say that is not God to myself. I'm not really dismissing somebody's anger elsewheres. No, I am really just being created right here this way. Well, that's what you do. When I need something that's mine to myself, need it like that. I'm in leverage to have it. When you go away with it, you just happen to owe it, but you decided to keep it for yourself. You are so angry. You one-way order a sexual assault on my overlord, and you kill me with cry, even though I don't have what you owed me to be mine to myself. You have it as yours to yourself, and I still have to cry just because I'm not yourself. Yes, that is you not understanding God's anger, and you make it a reality. I cannot live with it anymore. I find it about you, and I cannot live with it anymore. That is deceased. What is add insult to injury? Is it? Is that what is add insult to injury? I don't know, because I am the Essex. You cannot sexually abuse myself because I am the Essex. Yeah, I cannot kill myself that way. You cannot ask me to kill myself for your amusement. I am the Essex, cannot kill myself for your amusement, for you to oversee that I am being insulted by you. So that will be deceased elsewheres. Let's say in Afterlife, Superior Founder, because there is some of that is just not deceased at this time, but I am myself deceased. So I'm sorry about the hands. I think it's unsanitary, but we will keep going. I'm saving the plumber's water for the plumber. God bless him. And I also want to say I used some plumber's water to do some light cleaning around here. And I found it was not really of value to the plumber to do that. I know he didn't do it himself. He's in the area, but he didn't do it himself. But I did it, and then I said, this is not clean enough for a plumber to do it for himself, even though I tried. I just have to say I tried. I won't try again to clean the shelf over there. It's not cleanable with the plumber's hot water. And the wipes, I think the wipes, I don't want to use them because I cannot use them with the hot water. Well, I need a new shelf if the plumber lets me keep the door locking here. But I can't really move things around because you are counting my emotions, but don't know why, because it's already deceased. And you've been doing that for 3 years. You don't know how to leave deceased. The hole in the wall that the plumber team made and put air conditioning and heating unit in there, that was done while I was deceased. You made me homeless while I was deceased because it was not going your way. You have to give me a key for free, and then you have to move yourselves around itself. But I'm not a house. Why are you so sensitive about the 4 inches long, $4 copy of a key that is mine to myself if you give it to me, because it's mine to myself to yourself? Yeah, then you have to go to jail after that. But why are you hiding from your own self is due in jail. Well, you're making it exaggerated more than it's worth to be trouble to myself. Very soon I will not be alive at all. Mhm. There are water spots on here I might need to clean off with a glass cleaner, but we do not cook with a glass cleaner, right? So I guess we will just know that there are water spots on the top that would look better if they were, if it was clear glass looking clear, yeah. Okay, I am ready to turn on this stove. So soap, I believe in soap. Hand sanitizer, okay, but I don't have any. I would rather have used soap and water to clean my hands, but anyway, keep going. There is some soap there. I don't want to use it because it's Charles Toast soap, so I will save it. But you've been sending me food and didn't send me new hand soap and body wash with the food. Well, what do you think I'm going to clean with? You also need to send dish soap. I asked for that, but it smells funny because I asked for it, so I will take responsibility for that. It doesn't smell quite like its brand name, Dawn. It doesn't smell like Dawn would smell. So these soup mixes on this side, they requirement stock, soup stock, I guess ready in a box. Okay, but it was not sent with the store. I need it to be a supermarket. I cannot do this without a supermarket taking care of these details. Well, I'm boiling water. I'm going to need soup mix. It's either going to be this one or this one. And I don't know which one I want, so it's going to be this one for now. It is sauce to myself, but I can make it into cheddar broccoli soup. But it's sauce to myself because you do not give me everything I need for these soup mixes over here. That one needs to cook an hour in the back. I think that's too long of a cooking time. The cheddar broccoli soup mix cooks in 10 minutes. The Bob's Mill soup mix cooks in an hour. I think that's too much cooking time. I want to send it back because I don't have an hour to cook it. No, I can't really watch it that long. I am not really a chef that way. Yeah, somebody has to really kill it in an hour. So, Mitch, hello. You have to heist the apartment to get the cell phone. So you have to take everything out of here that moves. You have to heist the apartment and then you can work for T-Mobile and take the cell phone. But you have a heist problem, which is this equipment. It was installed. If you heist the apartment, I suppose it goes with you because it comes right out of the wall, the way that it went into the wall since I've been living here, because it used to be central air, and that thermostat has been heisted right out of the apartment. This was a thermostat in front of me. Yeah. I don't know what this is, I have to say. It was there when I moved in. But this used to be a thermostat. And then this was heisted. The ventilation up there over the holes in the wall. So heist, you need to heist, take everything out of here. Then where do I live? Do you want to put me in a home? You want me to be in assisted living? You think I cannot take care of myself? I am God deceased and I cannot take care of myself around you people. Yes, but I am not in assisted living right now. Well, if that's what you're threatening, that you're not going to give me what is mine to myself, you want me in assisted living because that way it's not mine to anyone. I want myself deceased on that point, and I still want you to give me a house with plenty of space and everything new and no hoarding because I can afford to say it. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking about? That it's not mine to, what's not mine to myself to yourself because I'm not where? Do you have it? Do you have something that's mine to myself and you have it and it's yours to yourself and not mine to yourself that way? Are you actually paying for that? It's not mine to yourself that way. Because we don't know where Mitchelo is when he's not here. No, I don't know because it's a portable phone. He could be anywhere. So, but is the creator of Mitchelo, is he also the creator of Charles Toe? Because who else? Are you the creator of Donna as well? Oh, so you don't actually have a problem with being a sex offender by telling everyone that you are the same creator in every different looking body with a different name. You're not even all male. You can't actually do that because you're not all male. Well, I'm not male that way myself. Yeah, I am feminine genitals, now mutilated genitals. By that, you don't actually have separation of male and female apart from each other. I am female myself that way and mutilated genitals of the female now here at the end of my lifetime. Well, how are you going to tell yourself that you have something that is mine to myself, but it's not mine to yourself while you are in it with yourself consuming it? But why? You don't want to go to jail. If you're in jail, you can have an office that can get me food, and it needs to fight with the supermarket. Well, the supermarket should give it to me because I am God deceased. They are not supposed to give it to me because you are paying them food money. Aren't you going to fight that out before I die? Of that, really, the food that I've been eating is not yours to yourself. By that, I am not alive using the food money anymore. That's how you're going to die. So where are you going when you die? Because I'm telling you where you're going when you die. You're going to Superior Founder to get yourself out of your genitals. You don't have a way out of your genitals. If you don't know who I am, I will be there. It will be deceased out of this Godhead, but I will be the Godhead there. Would you like me to produce photography and say that is myself? How long would you sit in Superior Founder waiting to get your genitals removed? And looking at the picture of myself looks like this, and then what I look like in Superior Founder is God deceased. So it's not feminine genitals mutilated anymore. The mutilated genitals of the female mutilated are deceased. And I am in a form that has no genitals at all. Sans genitals, to get your genitals removed. How long are you going to be there in your genitals and say, yeah, is that you? Yeah, it's deceased to be here. I don't want to touch that sink area because I don't like touching like the countertop and where the wood is underneath the countertop. That's unsanitary. I don't want to touch it, and I can't get out of it. You won't give me a key that is mine to myself. You're going to pay for that. I did not make a key that is mine to myself, and die in there. Well, you're going to kill me in a key that was given to me by police and Charles Toe. This is how the police gave me the key. Charles Toe told me where to get the key and then to give it to himself. Yeah. That's what the police just did. They just reported that Charles Toe was going to ask me for my key without the police being present. Except for that, the police posted evictions papers at Shields Apartments building. Yeah. And that's how I'm here, or no, I'm not here that another way. I'm not here another way. Well, Charles Hill is not here now. If he comes back, I will be surprised because I don't know where he's been for a long time, and I don't really afford him mentally being elsewheres and then coming back here with what kind of problem about him being elsewheres. Well, I know you think he died, but there's no easy solution. I didn't kill him. I am not myself in a morgue where I would know if I died. So you are paying for that. I just don't know where he is. And I am saying, keep him comfortable because I am still in this hot place. I'm using Charles Toe's cell phone to end creation of this formed world. It's a world, so it's not really creation, but I am trying to end the lever into alive of the formed world with this cell phone and named Charles Toe. And I am finding you will not just give me one in my own name because I don't have a name. So you acknowledge that way that I don't have a name, but you charge me food money. Well, who can afford that? Where are you going with your go? I do that is not true. I am making videos that are all different. I have made over 1,000 videos, all different. Not one of them repeated. Taylor Swift, songwriter for song Father Figure. Okay. I already feel a change in the body. Yeah, I need to take down the hood and pour water over my head because I have not a headache, but like discomfort in the head that is relieved by water in my hair. Yeah, it feels better with water in my hair. but I cannot do that right now because I'm cooking. You don't have someone to do the cooking for me because they will cook the food because it's just for myself to myself. You only cook for me if you cook for somebody else. How are you going to pay for that? Because it's deceased. Right here, I have to cook for myself because you won't do that for me. You don't now? What about now? Now you cannot do things for me because it's mine to myself. You cannot. Like can't. Like not don't have leverage, the body won't move. You don't have a life that way, the body won't move. Or are you just counting things and dusting things and cleaning and keeping? Well, from my point of view, the body won't move because it's not here and it's not cooking food for me that I will eat. And when you're done, you will leave. I will see your butt crack go right out the door. Yeah. No, you don't take that kind of insult from me. You're going to take away everything that moves and leave me with not able to be with my God. I know, but how did this start? You were arguing with someone who was with their God, and you said, you are not with your God. I'm going to take away everything from your God and make you go get a job. Is that how I know you in the previous 16 worlds before this world number 17? Is that how you got here, descended to down here? You were doing that to God, and he kept making the world over and over again. Because I will tell you this, I'm not going to make this world over again after what you did to me. That you are going to take away everything that moves from me so that I cannot have it with my God. And then I will have to get a job and do something about population control, but not you who went away with something that was mine to myself. And I know. Because why can't I just work in one of your houses that I am watching you that you went away with something that's mine to myself. And that way I have it and I think you are goodbye. You would not let me work a job that way. No. Do you even know what it is to work? Are you going to tell me to keep my mouth shut because I can't afford my teeth? What are you going to do to me? I'm cooking hot soup right here and I'm not putting my hand in there. Nope, I am just cooking just for myself. Are you going to eat it? How are you going to eat it? Because I'm going to be done with it. Do you want me to see a psychiatrist? Do you want me to get off my parents' money? I'm working on it. You don't want me to get off my parents' money. You keep complaining about which way I'm going to get off my parents' money. Yes, you want to be involved. When are you trying to move it? But you don't have a concept killing. I am already deceased out of form, and you still want me to get off my parents' money. You don't acknowledge that I have to decease out of the formed world to get off my parents' money. You want me to be off my parents' money while I'm still in the world. Yeah, that's not alive. I grew my height, so it's not possible. I would have to die, like completely, to you, and you would still be in the formed world. That's not possible. You don't have a life that way. So I'm waiting for sorry comments. Anyone who leaves a comment who says, I'm sorry, I'm using the internet, I stole it. Do you want to leave in the comments a list of things that you stole and you're sorry to God? But then you are due in jail and prison on that point. So you should say that you are going to jail and prison on that point and you don't have the keys to open the jail for yourself, to the jail and to yourself. Well, you need jail keys. I wonder if I can get you any leverage to get jail keys. I don't know. Try leaving a comment and see what happens. But you have to say that you're sorry to God that you stole something. That it's not yours to yourself anymore. I am not a priest, but I have a robe with a hood on. I'm not a brother. I am the Grim Reaper. I only worry about myself. Who are you worried about? You mean if I only worry about myself, you worry about your body. But you don't have enough leverage to just worry about your body because you don't have a life that way. You don't care. Don't be so sloppy. You don't care. Tell me something in the comments about how you're sorry about you stole something that's not yours to yourself anymore. and that you need a jail key. You have to say, I'm sorry this way. I need to put myself in a jail with a jail key, and I don't have one at this time, but I need one. I know that I need one. Yeah. Well, I don't want to hear about who penises and who penises without boyfriends anymore. I'm not a charitable organization who penises without boyfriends. You don't know what a female is. You talk to female is illegal. I don't want any more who penis compliments that they talk to female is illegal, but they are very much good. Yeah, you are good. You are a who penis. You talk to a female, leaving comment on the internet. And then I have to say, my genitals are mutilated by who penis talking to myself as a female. And so now I can talk over who penis who thinks I'm a female. I have mutilated genitals and I don't know I'm female to you anymore. No, it doesn't know you. Your comments, you can keep leaving them. I can't stop you. But we are moving on to the next type of comment, which is, I'm sorry to God about something I stole that was mine to myself. It's not mine to myself anymore. By that, I think I need a key to the jail to open the jail for myself for the various things I list that I think are not mine to myself anymore. That's a good comment for you to leave. Merry Christmas. Yeah.